grateful, Military Appreciation Day. I'm tremendously grateful for Tommy Shannon for organizing the flyover. Not just once when the anthem ended, but right before the game started. What a special opportunity for us, for our fans, to be able to honor those who put their bodies and lives on the line, so we can enjoy playing lacrosse and have these wonderful freedoms we do as Americans. And for them to take time out of their day to fly over Faulkner Stadium in an ACC game, really special. We're really, really thankful. Another great battle between these two teams, and first of all, really impressed with our face-off play. Gabriel wasn't able to take too many because he got nicked up again. Andrew Greenspan and Henry Metz came in and battled Mullen, who's one of the best out there. And that was a huge positive for us. That was not something, that I may have thought could have happened, that we could be 62-thirds against them. And to get all those balls was really grateful. I'm really grateful for that. Matt Nunes, what a game. Of course, McCool had a heck of a game too, the other end. So two great goalies playing high level. And it's like, can you be sad, mad, and, rewarded at the same time? That's how I feel right now. Like, we haven't had the greatest start to the season, but we didn't show up here fearing anything. We came out playing high-level lacrosse. Our offense moved the ball really well, scored those 5 goals in the first quarter. Kevin Cassis did a great job putting our guys into place, and our offense executed at a high level. McCool just kept us, cool, as the late game went on. But, I couldn't have been more impressed with our short-stick team midi play against some really high-athletic first midfield line that Syracuse rolls out there over and over again. And so it's, we got to win these games, but there's so much positive to take away from today's effort.
We went into that quick start, and I think you guys had like 20 shots in about the first 5 minutes there.
Right.
How do you guys think you guys were able to start so fast?
I actually turned to Kevin at one point, I thought we were going to try to possess the little ball a little bit more, not take shots every 12 seconds. But these are good shots. So we were just more aggressive, and we were in attack mode. And Kevin was able to manipulate their slide schemes a little bit and got us in some openings. Their defense coordinator made some adjustments and made us guess a little bit more the rest of the game. But I do think Kevin had a great game plan.
It was one of the first times we've gotten to see McCabe be in attack mode as well, especially with having to be the quarterback of the offense all year. What did you like out of him today?
Yeah, there's some huge plays he made in that second quarter, and to give us the lead and build that 2-goal lead. And then throughout the game, he's going to generate a lot. We're going to ask him to go to the goal and score. We're going to ask him to go to the goal and feed the ball. So you're seeing McCabe Millen the last, throughout the season get better and better at that quarterback role. And I thought we saw a lot of that today.
What adjustments did you think Syracuse made after halftime, and how did that really just put a lot of pressure on your defense in the third quarter?
Yeah, when they had that 4-goal run, they were able to get us to slide more than we were hoping to. So the first half, we did some sliding, but we were able to not, because when you start sliding against Syracuse, that ball movement is fantastic. That third quarter, they were able to get us rotating more than we were hoping. And you're watching Michael Leo with his hands free as opposed to Michael Leo on the run shooting. Big difference when you give a Division I shooter like him, hands free, time and room at 10 yards versus on the run sweeping. So they got us rotating there. On the other end, it was just, give them credit. They fell into a zone. I used all 4 of my timeouts. I don't always use all my timeouts. And all 4 times I used my timeouts to save possessions. We saw that zone defense. We broke it once, but it did slow us down a little bit, our offense.
What were you looking for at 11-10 with your extra man? And again, you called timeout and they came out with the zone again.
The extra man?
I thought so. Or maybe not, but they did come out with the
Came out in their zones. Yeah, I know. And,
what were you looking for there?
we were, I'd have to ask Coach Cassis that exactly. But, I'll give you the obvious, looking to tie the ball game. But it was, I'm interested to go back on that one because we were trying to get them to rotate, and they would rotate, but they were already there on the rotation. So they did give them credit. Like we swing the ball to the left side, got it over to the right side, and he's covered. How'd they do that? So they rotated really well, like in our last minute, 66 zone offense.
And when
Coach
15 shoots in the open cage, you're like, oh good, he shot, or
Absolutely.
you're like, oh wow, he shot.
Yeah, I'm like, great. I want them to shoot the ball. I don't want the ball to go in, but at least if it goes in, we have a chance now to have a face-off and go the other way. you're like, right? You only want to be down 1 with 40 seconds, not 2 with 40 seconds. But I don't want to see 15 run out the game with the ball in the sticks. So I was glad that we were able to double and force him into it. George Fulton got a piece of it, hits the pipe. For a couple seconds, we're all hoping, is this it? Is this going to be one of those where that was ill-advised shot? But unfortunately, Coach made it a good shot.
Coach,
Thank you.
Coach, a lot of confident play from your offensive players today.
Yeah.
Johnny Hackett really stepped up, had some great dodges across the top. McCabe was initiating. How are they still able to keep that confidence throughout the season? It's been a long season, but a lot of guys stepped up today who maybe have had quiet
right?
games.
And that's what I was just telling the team. I use that same, we're all sad, we're mad. But man, I am just grateful. I mean, we talk about the improvement that needs to happen, and you saw a lot of that today. It's a heck of a team we just played here, and it's a tie ball game. A couple minutes left, and it's a we stepped up on defense, we stepped up in the goal, we stepped up at faceoffs. Our offense played a lot more confidence. So I like where we're going here.
And then in the fourth quarter, you guys only had 4 shots. Syracuse had 17. Do you think something changed, or was it just a rapid-fire approach from Syracuse?
Yeah, I know they had no turnovers in the fourth quarter. Only one in a whole second half. So it's not like they were giving us the game. We had to earn our possessions, and we did well with the faceoff X. But yeah, there was definitely something when we would clear the ball. I was using a lot of timeouts when we got the ball in the box. And obviously they stripped us the one time with about 3 or 4 minutes left there when we thought we were going to get the ball cleared on offense. And number 1 was able to get us, Splena's younger brother was able to get that strip on us. So they were able to create a couple turnovers there. And because you're like, just let's get that extra possession, and we just weren't able to.
Yeah, you mentioned the turnovers. You guys have some of the best sticks in the country. How do you fix some of the drop passes, mishandled, stuff in the half field?
Yeah. It's getting right back at it. We train on Sundays. We'll do a little stick work on Sunday, take Monday off, and then get back to chuck drill on Tuesday, one of our favorite stick work drills. I do see our stick work's getting better. And despite, a heavy lumber laying defense out there chopping us up. So I thought we did a really nice job picking up tough ground balls and dealing with some pressure. 13 turnovers is a little, that's okay. That's not a bad number. Give Syracuse credit. Only 8 turnovers. Jeez.
Coach, Payne Anderson gets his first start for Syracuse.
Yeah.
Obviously, Trey Deer's been starting the past few games. Was it a little bit difficult for you guys, knowing, the late switch there and expecting Deer to start? And then what did Anderson do that kind of gave you guys?
Sure. Well, we weren't sure or anything. We were trying to find out if Finn Thompson was going to play. Obviously, people in the know knew he wasn't going to play because he's still injured. But that we were more worried about, is it going to be Finn Thompson or a lefty? So really we weren't sure if it would be 88 or 91. And I hope Finn Thompson gets back on the field. He's a great player. We had seen 88 play a decent amount against Hopkins, and so we were somewhat prepared for him. But give him credit, running through twice and running through a 6-foot stick and making a heck of a play, especially the one at the end of the first quarter. I was glad at the end of the second quarter, out of the timeout with 15 seconds left, I said, let's put Schroeder on him and shut off Splena. And he gave Schroeder all he could handle. And so, boy, that was, it definitely gives you a change-up, right? Because you're thinking 91, one of the best finishers out there, versus 88, one of the best power dodgers out there for a young guy. So, yeah, it's a very different approach if you're number 16, George Fulton, for us.
Coach, you talked about Spalina. What did your guys do so well in preparation to shut him down for a second straight year?
Yeah, it's John Schroeder. John Schroeder is an elite cover defenseman. I mean, that is King Kong Godzilla contact on the corner right there at the GLE. I mean, you're talking about 2 big guys initiating contact. And when Spalina did get free, Edmonds was able to bail John Schroeder out. But it's a great matchup between those two. They battled in high school and club games, and now we're seeing that battle again. But yeah, we're really fortunate to have with Schroeder. Yeah, having John Schroeder be such a tough cover one-on-one defender and just leave him on an island. We're not helping. I know Noah Chismar helped a little bit one time. I'm like, don't do that. Joey's too good of a feeder. But for the most part, it's all Schroeder.
Coach, Michael Leo, I think you touched on it earlier in that third quarter. Just what problems did he present you guys with during that third quarter?
Yeah, he was able to finish off when other guys were starting. English is such a handful. He's the fastest guy in the field, and you don't want to pole. You don't have 6 poles, so you have to figure out who you're going to short, and so Leo, even against a pole, I mean, we saw him today. Just blowing by it a couple times, even long stick media on him. He had some good shots on him. But yeah, he was finishing off what the pickle is. Do you slide early to Syracuse, and now they just bang, 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 move the ball, and there's someone with their hands free. you know, or you try to make them run by, and obviously English tied the game, and it was 7:15 left there, and a beautiful goal. So it's you know, overall I'm happy with how our team defense played a high octane offense. Was showing, sliding when we needed to, getting back when we didn't need to slide. They're going to find a couple openings, and that's where it